I definitely want Usama's playmat though. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning.
So what do you think their ideal opening hands are? For the Abzan player, obviously it's going to include discard spells to start off with.
Yeah, I definitely think Usama wants to open with like at least 1 or 2 thought seizes, maybe 1 or 2 discard spells in general. He definitely wants to follow those up with a Liliana or maybe a Goyf. Chris preferably wants to see some combination of counter spells and burn. Maybe a couple of Romans, maybe a Cryptic, maybe a Mana Leak here or there. Definitely some bots as well on our path. But I think Chris's opening hands are normally quite flexible.
So Osama probably going to be on the play.
I think he is, yes.
Here's the higher ranking, so he gets to choose.
Can you see what's in his hand? Chris is mulliganing. I can't really see what's in Usama's hand. It looks like he had a Siege Rhino. Couldn't see what else he had. Chris definitely a mulligan down to 6 here. I don't think that was a decent hand he had there. Maybe land heavy or land light. I'm not sure. We didn't really get a good look at it. I think he shipped it quite quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't fair. We didn't have a glance at it.
Ah, right.
It got put face down pretty quick, so
yeah.
I imagine it would include at least 1 discard spell.
1 discard spell?
At least 1 if you snap keeping it.
Yeah. If it's a snap keep, it's probably going to be something similar to what I listed. Possibly a Goyf, a Lily. We definitely know he has a Lily in hand. It could be... it could have like a Thought Seize, maybe an Inquisition in there as well. So...
If he has Inquisition into Thought Seize, Inquisition or Thought Seize into Tarmogoyf, into Liliana, then it's going to be a pretty brutal start for Chris when he's already started to mulligan down to 6.
Yeah. And yes, it is pretty dope.
So dope.
Much dope. Could the chat tell me what the dragon is? Because I can't figure it out. I know there's Deathrite Shaman, Thoughtseize, Tarmogoyf, but I'm not sure what the dragon is. Could it be Thundermaw?
Oh yeah, I thought it was
the blue dragon at the bottom.
No, the one at the top, like this one here.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah,
Bottom
at the top of the map.
Bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Just pointing saying here doesn't help chat really.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not. No, it does not.
It's Thundermaw's red.
Yeah, but
artistic license.
There you go.
Artistic license, yeah.
So,
Thundermaw says chat. We'll go with Thundermaw.
Thank you. So we see here as a path.
Snapcaster, Flooded Strand.
Strand, yeah. It leads up
It's
with a
looking like
tapped Temple Garden.
No turn 1 discard, or potentially
No.
just not wanting to play it.
I think he'll want to actually see what his opponent draws.
Scavenging Goose.
He plays the Scoos.
After fetching, going down to 19.
Probably going to get an Overgrown Tomb. So it's on
17.
17. Ooh, a Spell Snare. I think that's a decent use of the spell of the Scoos there to get a Spell Snare out of his hand.
Yeah, but Chris
Both
also
players
has to be
down.
happy with that. It stops it being a counter to.
Yeah, they're both down to 17.
It stops it countering any Snapcaster flashbacks.
Yeah, kind of, but top 8 decks, we'll probably put those up soon. There wasn't that many Blood Moon decks actually. Most of the decks here in the top 8 have been quite greedy decks.
Yeah.
So
I think there was only one deck that could have seen a Blood Moon in its sideboard, and that was the red aggro burn deck that we saw in round 1.
probably Twin as well, but like the blue-red ones. But it seems quite meh.
This is Goyf, and a Snapcaster not flashing back anything.
No. I think he just wanted it as a blocker, just so he can chump block the Tarmogoyf.
Well, he does have a path in hand.
Because the Tarmogoyf, I guess, is a 2/3, but I think he just wants to go on the aggro here. But it seems a bit meh. Unless his plan is to see where... I'm not sure why he put the Snapcaster in first. See how it does. He's attacking for 2 here.
3. There's a land, an instant, and a creature.
Is there a creature? Oh yeah, it was the
Scoos.
Scoos, yeah. Attacking for 3 here. What's he?
It's going to get pathed.
Yeah, it's a path. So, we'll see what he gets. I think he's going to get us. I think just getting the swamp here is best.
Yeah, swamp for Liliana next turn if you don't have another black source.
Yeah.
Though I think he does have another black source in his hand.
Does it?
I believe so.
Right, okay. Yeah, thank you, chat. He is a 3/4, yeah. You see, I think I just wanted it to be able to cast the Siege Rhino maybe for the next turn.
Yeah.
Because there's a Marsh Flats in hand.
Oh, Usama missed a land drop this turn.
He has
If
a Marsh Flats.
he hasn't played a land this turn yet.
There's a Marsh
Oh,
Flats.
he has a
does.
Marsh Flats, so he does
You
have
can-
another black source.
You could crack the fetch, but playing the Liliana into a Snapcaster Mage seems a bit meh.
Yeah.
I think it seems rather a waste of a.
What's your other option? Just play a land and pass the turn, and then cast Siege Rhino next turn when Chris has all his mana up?
Possibly, yeah.
Because I can't see Chris tapping out on his own turn.
No.
Chat's saying.
Yeah, I think it is.
He hasn't made a land drop so far, but there it is with
Yes.
the Mash Flats.
Put a Goyf and cast a Mash. And played a Mash Flat, sorry. So he has the option to cast Siege Rhino next turn. If he wants to. Which is okay, I guess. Usama goes down to 16. But he might be wanting Chris to counter the Siege Rhino instead of the Liliana,
Yeah.
which is understandable.
Liliana is more of a...
It's definitely more of a threat
Yeah.
for Chris. But Siege Rhino is a massive threat as well. Because it's so difficult to remove. You can't just burn it.
Well, we'll see what Osama does after his draw step.
If he draws a... Does he have a Thoughtseize in his hand?
I believe I did see one.
Ooh, Vendilion Clique.
Click before main phase.
During your draw step. So this would be interesting. You see a Dismember, a Siege Rhino,
Liliana.
a Liliana,
a
what would you-
land.
a land, a treetop village there. Is that a treetop village?
I believe it is.
Looks like a treetop
It's a
village.
green land with a bunch
Yeah.
of text on it.
Man
Yes.
land.
It is
Man
a treetop
land.
village. It's definitely a treetop village, yeah.
Is there anything Osama can do in response
I
to this?
think you just dismember it with the trigger on the stack. Because otherwise you won't have a way to remove it.
And that is a 3/1 flyer, which Abzan can't really block.
And it trades, and it can double block the Goyf
With the Snapcaster.
with the Snapcaster and the Clique, which I'm not sure how much of a good use it is of the Snapcaster, but yeah, he's definitely. Is he doing it? Yeah, he's taking 4 to kill the.
So saving mana up for the Liliana in case it isn't taken, or...
Who took 4?
Usama from the Dismember. It's not good.
So maybe just making Chris take the Liliana.
I think you do just take the Liliana here and hope you draw a path for the Rhino.
You can't play... Tree Chop Enter is tapped, right?
Yes.
So you can't play the Rhino this turn.
No. You cannot.
So, yeah, I think the only viable thing to do is take the Liliana, which Osama pretty much forced Chris to do.
Yes. You have to take Liliana unless it's just going to slowly grind him out.
And then he hits with Goyf, plays Scoos and passes. And he draws another Rhino.
Wow.
Ow. That's gonna bite.
This guy is... Wow.
Rhinos travelling packs, it seems.
Traveling hurts.
Travelling heads. Like elephants. Could be packs.
All of a sudden, grow massive ears and fur.
So an attack with the Gwaif, Chris thinking about what to do. I believe he has a path in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just path start. That's a definite path. Oh, nearly put it on the bottom of his library.
And this is probably where the turn 2 Snapcaster bites him.
Really?
Well, the Gwaif didn't even block. Hasn't even attacked. It's done essentially nothing.
No, but I think that's what Osama wants. Like, Osama doesn't care if Chris 1-for-1.
No, I mean it bites Chris.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Osama is fine with a Snapcaster doing nothing.
I think Osama's absolutely fine with, like, Chris 1-for-1 in his creatures, because his creatures are just better than Chris's removal, so...
Yeah.
Like, he has more creatures than Chris. Like, his creatures are bigger than Chris's removal packages. So, with Chris mainly playing lightning bolts and with bolts and stuff like that and helixes and stuff, it's going to be harder for him to try and deal with his Osama's threats here.
He's going to exile a card from Chris's graveyard.
I think he's wanted to exile the... what was he exiled?
Possibly a path? He's going to snap path in response.
Yeah, that's... Chris has managed to keep this game under control here.
He's managed to neutralise most of the threats, but now he's tapped out and there's a Rhino on the way.
Yeah.
And he's only got 1 blue open.
If Osama draws another land here, it's 2 Rhinos.
It is. I didn't even think about that.
Which is going to be horrible for him. It's probably going to be game over there. If Osama draws that 8th land, no, it's a path.
It's a path.
So, plays the Rhino.
Yeah.
Chris goes to 14, Osama goes to 15. So he animates the treetop village and attacks. And he wants to double block. And he goes to 12? Does he go to 12? Treetop village is trampled, doesn't it?
Isn't it a 3-3?
Does it have trample?
Ah, yeah, 1 tramples over.
Yeah, he goes to 13.
Siege Rhino taking Chris down to 9?
I'm not sure. It might be on 9. If not, I think he's on 10. Could you check if it has Treetop Village has trample? Yeah. Unless we could get the chat to answer it. Because I'm not sure.
Alright, we're on Chris's turn now. He does have a land to play, so he's got that.
With trample, yeah.
Yeah, so...
With trample.
Chris has taken an extra...
He's on 9.
Yeah.
He's on 9. Is Tech Edge in the... what is he doing? Is Tech Edge in the...
Celestial, I imagine.
The Colonnade, yeah. No, he's on less than that. He's on 6.
Because the second Rhino, yeah.
Because Chris is dead on board this turn.
And Osama's up to 18.
Yeah. Wow.
This is
brutal. Siege Rhino doing work here.
Another Rhino, maybe.
I agree Cat, and he hasn't had a very good draw.
Land on path?
Yeah, I think revving for 2 is...
Yeah, game 2.
Definitely not the game I was expecting. It was definitely shorter than I was expecting.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, alright, yeah, fair enough.
Deck's crazy. It's very powerful. So, moving to sideboards. Chris in his sideboard has an engineered explosives, 2 negates, a counterflux, 2 celestial Partridge definitely coming in, 2 stony silence, a clique, a battle skull, 2 wrath of gods, a wear and tear, and 2 storm breath dragons. So I can imagine him bringing the explosives, the purges, battle skull, maybe a clique, but I can't imagine so. 2 wrath of gods and 2 storm breath dragons, or maybe 1. Yeah, definitely 2 storm breath dragons. Definitely.
The pro right really helps against the Amazon removal.
Definitely, yes.
The only way to get rid of it is dismember?
Yes.
And there's no other way, really.
Yeah, and if you're able to make it monstrous, it's just game. I think you're able to... You manage, on average, it'll probably deal when it attacks and becomes a monstrous, it'll deal at least 10.
Yeah.
And in modern, that's huge. In anything, in any format, that's massive.
I mean, in Sam's sideboard already, I see 2 chokes that are quite most definitely going in.
Yeah.
A fulminator, 4 fulminating mages, 2 stony silencers, 2 mirroring crusaders, a battle skull, Sajjad, a host of herons, timely reinforcement, Golgari charm, and creeping corrosion.
So what do you think's going to come in here?
He's probably expecting a longer game, so maybe the battle skull, the Sajjad, the chokes.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about anything else though. I don't know if there's too much that he really wants to take out.
Would you put in the fulminator mage?
That's what I'm wondering.
I think you do. I think you definitely do put in the fulminator mage because you want to disrupt his mana base as much as you can while still attacking his life total and his hand. It makes him spread his resources over multiple areas. So I think you want to definitely do that. I think he definitely wants to bring those in. And he gets rid of Colonnade as well.
It does get rid of Colonnade. That's always a great plus side.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Do you think both battle skulls will come in from both sides?
I imagine they would. Both players are really expecting a longer game. I mean, the first game wasn't really a stereotypical game between these 2 decks. Abzan isn't really that fast of a deck when compared to other decks, such as what Delver used to be before Cruise Balan.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an important thing here. As chat was saying, do you think Rhinos and Angels will be in the same deck together? Possibly. Possibly. I think they do 2 very different things. Angel isn't really that much of an aggro card or much of a mid-range type card unless you have a possible way of abusing it. If you're playing, I guess the only way to use it is possibly Rhino, but Farmland has a lot in Modern, and when you're taking a lot of damage from your lands themselves, it could be a thing, but I don't think you want that many 4-drops. And then you're starting to cut Rhinos for it as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be that much of a thing. It could be a one-off.
Looking at Osama's list, there's not really much that could be cut to fit in the Resto Angels. Maybe Lingering Souls?
I think Lingering Souls is very good in this match.
It is pretty good.
Actually, no, possibly not. It depends if Chris cuts his
electrolyzers.
Yeah. I think. What else would come out? I think
Chris only has 3 electrolyzers.
I think 3 decays come out. Maybe a Scoos, and maybe Bob's.
I would like to keep
doubt Bob,
those.
but
yeah.
I think you cut the Corsair as well.
Yeah, the life gain isn't very important in this matchup. For Osama, at least.
Because the clock itself isn't much of a threat anyway, so.
Are you on the play? I am.
I would like to see Resto Angel flicker a Siege Rhino.
That'd be sweet.
It would be beautiful. Like maybe you play Siege Rhino past the turn when you've got 8 mana. They try to path your Siege Rhino flicker.
It's like at the end of your turn, I'll like flash this in, flicker this Rhino. You take 3. Oh, I'll attack for 7 next turn. Oh, you're taking 10. Whoops.
And GG well played, no re.
Guys, remember to keep your whistle down a little bit in the actual game because it's really quiet there.
Alright, okay.
Really don't want to prejudice them.
I think Osama's only playing 2, which is an interesting choice. I think it's because Bob has fallen out of favour so much now, because of Electrolyze and Lightning Bolt and stuff like that. And with Death Right Shaman not being a thing anymore, it's Lightning Bolts aren't being used on other threats. So Bob is starting to fall out of favour. And the fact that he's playing 4 Siege Rhinos as well. And Liliana and 4 Liliana of the Veil. So I think it's for life total purposes as well. But I'm not sure.
Alright then, players looking at their opening hands. Wall of Omens, Stolbreath Dragon.
Is there a Stormbreath in there?
Yeah. It's behind the wall.
I think Chris is
Hollowed
keeping.
Fountains, Scalding Tarn.
And we're aware.
Hollowed Fountain tap for Chris, passing the turn.
It's an interesting one.
See if Osama has a turn 1 discard. Cracking a fetch, going down to 19. And playing a
Castle
Thoughtseize,
Thoughtseize.
so it's going
So
down
good
to at least 17.
It's 15.
If he gets a shock land.
Yeah. But he gets a swamp, which is fine. So
Oh,
it goes
so-
down to 17.
Yeah, just 17.
Yeah.
So that's a sub 4's a Mountain, Wrath of God, 2 Wall of Omens, and a Stormbreath Dragon for Chris.
Wow.
He's definitely got the defense.
That's a good hand from Chris. I guess not having the double white for the Wrath of God is a bit irrelevant because you're at least drawing an extra 4 cards between you to cast it.
The Wall of Omens are probably what pushed this over for Chris.
Yeah, definitely. Chris, I think Chris is depends what Usama has in hand. He might be a little bit in trouble here. It seems that Usama has a path in hand.
Well, Usama's seeing the Stormbreath Dragon. You think he realises that he only has one way to get rid of it, and if he doesn't have it in his hand right now, that it's probably best just to get rid of it?
I think Stormbreath Dragon's the obvious take here.
I mean, Wrath of God really loses a lot of its power when you know that it's there. You can just not overextend into it.
Yes. And then it's like becomes a 4-mana 1/1, or 4-mana 2/2. But Stormbreath Dragon is definitely the take here. But he has the Dismember for it, so I don't think he cares.
He does have the Dismember.
I think that is the obvious take here. There's a Tarmogoyf there as well. I think you do just take this Stormbreath Dragon here. Unless you want to cut him off a possible land drop.
Take a Wall of Omens?
Maybe. It's not I wouldn't do that. It seems bad if you take the Wall of Omens.
It's definitely risky, because if he draws the white before that comes into effect, then
yeah, definitely.
pretty much just wasted a fort, so he's stopped him getting a 0/4 wall.
Yeah, definitely. I'd definitely take the Stormbreath here.
I think I'll take the Stormbreath as well. He's taking the Wrath,
of God.
He's happy with the Dismember.
Yeah.
Does leave him vulnerable to counter magic, however.
Yeah, possibly. But when he gets to that late in the game, though, I think Chris is just going to slam the Stormbreath anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I think you want to be able to smash him with the Stormbreath and put him on a fast enough clock anyway. So he casts the and he draws a Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, just for chat, the finals aren't timed.
So we're counting upwards.
Yeah, we're counting up.
Let you know how long it's been going down.
When it gets into quadruple digits, that's when we'll probably just leave.
Samuel goes to 16 here, casting a Tarmogoyf.
Fetching up another forest. Not wanting to shock himself from any dual lands.
No.
Not that it matters in this matchup that much.
I think Usama's kind of worried about his own life total because Chris can just burn him out.
Electrolyzes and the lightning bolts, which Chris may have taken a few out.
Is he playing Lightning Helix?
I don't believe Chris is. Sphinxis, Revs, Cryptics, Cliques.
No, he's not. He's not playing Lightning Helix.
No Gianni Vengeant either.
No, but he does play one of Gideon Jura, which is sweet tech.
When I first started out in Magic, I always thought Gideon was bad because of summoning sickness. You make him a 4/4 and he can't attack, right?
Oh dear.
I grew out of that one.
Yeah. You normally just like tick him off and be like, you have to attack me now.
Yeah.
And then you smash your opponent for 6 and your opponent just sits there and feels really bad.
Did he just crack again and lose a life?
No.
No, but he does have a fetch land in play.
There is a fetch on there.
He just wrote down something changed.
Corrects the fetch, so I think he's going to go get the Lilian. Going to cast the Lilian here. So he's going to go to 14.
From the garbage.
Is he on 14? I think he's on 14.
He cracked a fetch and he got a shock land, so it's down to 13.
Is it
12?
Is it 13 or
Sam,
12?
can you confirm?
Wow, Fulminate Mage.
Yeah, he's down to 12 because he took one from the fetch, going down to 14, then shock land, so he's down at 12.
Wow, Fulminate Mage is huge in this. Right here.
Looks like he's probably going to chump the Goyf with Wall of Omens.
Yeah. I think the Goyf's only a 2/3 right now. Or maybe a 3/4.
There's a creature, land, and
Sorcerer, because it took the Wrath of God.
and the sorcery.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a free fall.
Yes. Oh. This is brutal.
13. Okay.
This is interesting. Does Chris have another land? He does. I think he just wants to... He's playing the last wall of almonds. He plays a land. Passes the turn.
Good point up there from chat.
Yeah, the land.
Yeah.
They're fine. It's very brutal start round.
So he's going to swing in for 3.
I think he just blocks it with the wall of almonds. Unless Chris wants to path it, which would be a good decision. Would be a good thing, but...
Imagine if he has the path, he would rather just get rid of the Goyf now.
Yes. It's interesting. I think Chris would just chump block with the one of the walls here. It's probably the better idea.
Well, it's essentially a free block.
Yeah.
There's no point fetching up and shocking yourself for no
You're not
reason.
losing anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you're attacking, sorry.
Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. Ah, dear. That is typical Chris Vincent.
I was about to wonder if the judge was about to intervene for slow play, and
There's no such thing. It's not a thing anymore.
They got rid of that when
So
control
they take
happened.
it?
No, they didn't. It's untimed. It's not slow player.
Still got to play in a timely manner.
Yes.
So did he just take it?
No, he blocks with the one of the walls.
Yeah, it's just a 3/4, the Tarmogoyf.
What did Chris put in the bin?
Scalding Tarn.
Was it the fetch land?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fetched up a Hollow Fountain at the end
Yeah.
of the
So
sandstone.
Chris is on 19 here. So looks like Chris just has some amount of lands. He's got a Scalding Tarn there. I think he has an island as well. So he's doing a good job about hiding behind these walls and not trying to reveal to his opponent that he's got nothing. But I guess if his opponent finds out now, there's a Snapcaster Mage there.
Looks like he's planning on casting a Snapcaster.
Yeah. So you can't get rid of anything. So there's the Storm Breath still there, definitely. What did he give flashback to? Was it a path?
I don't think he named anything, but I
He did.
think
He
there is a
definitely
path.
did. So that dies. So what? So how big is the Goyf? Is the Goyf a 4/5 now? What went in the bin?
A spell snare?
Was it a spell snare?
I have to imagine so.
Has he cracked?
Did a Goyf get spell snared?
Yeah, Chris goes to 18. I don't think so.
Ah, chat. He spell snared a Goyf.
Ah, right, okay.
So he gave spell snare flashback.
Yeah.
Someone's saying Chris is on 17.
I think we might have missed a fetch land.
Just now, wasn't it?
So he casts the Stormbreath Dragon here and attacks. Which seems fine.
Sama has the mana to just cast it and lose 2 life.
So Osama goes down to 11 here. And then he goes down to 19 from the Snapcaster Mage. Unless he just paths the Snapcaster Mage here. No, Osama goes
It
down
takes
to
2, goes down to 9.
until Osama goes down to 9 from the Snapcaster Mage. It's drawn off Thoughtseize, but I don't think it's worth casting. It's obviously as just lands. So what is, he just attacks with the Goyf here. So if Chris draws a path, it's just a stalemate. What's it drawn? Did he draw Gideon?
I didn't really get a good look at it.
Oh, if he casts this Gideon, wow, wow.
Was it Gideon?
And kills the Goyf, wow, that's a good top deck.
Is it 2 from the Snapcaster Mage?
Yeah, it's on 9. Osama's on 9.
Osama's on 9, Chris is on 16.
He was on 9, he'd be on 7.
No, he's on 9 now. He's currently on 9.
And Chris is on 16.
Yes. Wow. It shows him a cryptic command.
I think Chris is pretty far ahead in
Chris
this
is
game now.
definitely in the driving seat for this one. But doesn't the path get rid of the Gideon though? Since Gideon's just indestructible, but
Yeah, he's not unexilable.
no. I think it buys him some time. It definitely buys him a turn. Some amount of turns. So he attacks for 8.
Gideon gets pathed.
And then
Snapcaster hits.
Usama goes down to 7 here. If Usama draws a Liliana here, it could be quite big. Oh, that's a colonnade. Wow.
So now he's got another clock on the table.
Ooh, he's drawn a choke, which could be relevant, but I don't think it is.
If Chris draws any burn spell, he's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got lethal.
He does, yeah.
Unless it's electro. No?
No.
Electrolyze is still lethal. Just exactly lethal.
Just, yeah.
With
What
the
do,
mana.
what do you do if you're Chris here? Do you just activate the colonnade and smash? Yeah.
People are saying he's 5 from Thoughtseize.
Is there what's that, Thoughtseize? Yeah.
Several people.
Yeah.
Another path on the colonnade.
Oh, yeah, 5 from the Thoughtseize to the Cryptic, yeah.
Path gonna hit that colonnade. He's taking another 2 from the
Goes down to
Snapcaster, going down to
3.
3. Wow.
And that's game
good.
over.
1-1
What's
then.
game 3 here? Wow. What a game, what a round.
Both decks definitely had a chance to flaunt their stuff.
Yeah, you got to see what this is about. Yeah, I agree with Cotton. There is a lot of non-islands in Chris's deck that produce blue.
What are they going to sideboard now?
I'm not sure really. I don't think Chris needs to change his sideboard. He might change one or 2 things like he is doing now. He might put the clique in, but I don't think that's worth it. Might play the counterflux, but then it's like,
Just for an extra counter spell?
maybe. He put the wear tear in. I think he bought the wear tear in for choke.
Yeah, after seeing the choke, the wear and tear seems pretty good. Although
I think he's just boarding the wear and tear in. Just as a one-off, because he's going through his deck quite quickly. Well, not quite quickly, but he's seen a lot of cards.
it's not dig
over
through
the course
level to
No.
levels.
No, definitely not. But he's going through a decent amount of his deck, and the games are lasting. So if Usama sticks a choke, Chris is able to deal with it. And if Usama's brought in the battle skill, which I assume he has done, it's another way of dealing with that and 2-4-ing him. 2-4-ing the choke and the battle skill. If Usama doesn't have the mana to bounce it, and it's only what 3 mana to do both. So I think that's a fine one-off to bring in. Definitely a fine one-off. You could possibly bot out the bolts here, but I think it's could have botted out the bolts, but I don't think so.
Do you think he kept in the electrolyzers just for Bob, or?
No, I think he's botted that out definitely. I think he's definitely botted that out.
He hasn't seen Lingering Souls either, so.
No, I think it's all.
Did he?
And yes, that is Alex Roebuck. Yes, that is Roebuck. So, shuffling up for game 3.
Spells are able to draw on my second go.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it because it makes you go like bigger.
You had to.
But I'm sure sooner or later you just discard it out of my hand and then you put 2 lives. So.
Yeah, I agree with what Chris is saying here. Spell Snare in the Goith is a definite best player there. It's the best use of it.
I think
Of it
try and
there.
get to the late game and start doing big things.
Right, I've just got word. We have the entire coverage, videos and stuff like that will be up on YouTube. Can you link it in the description? Can you link it in the chat?
Crouch down there.
The struggle is real.
Deck lists will be on Twitter at 3Player Politics.
That's 3 with the number 3.
Yep,
not
that is the number 3Player Politics. So yeah, if you want to check out videos, they'll be on there and deck lists and stuff.
And hopefully they will be done by tomorrow. For tomorrow.
Yeah.
At tomorrow, on tomorrow, sometime tomorrow.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Looks like players are getting ready to deal out their opening hands.
Yeah, opening 7. The last 7 of the day.
Osama probably chosen to be on the play.
I assume with this, we see a Goif in his hand.
Well, I imagine that's a snap keep.
I'm not sure, it could be. I think it's questionable.
Goif and lands. And Chris
is
having to
long.
mulligan again.
Oh.
Is that a mulligan in every game?
No.
He didn't mulligan the second game.
No, he didn't.
That's a game he won. He's lost every time he mulliganed. Statistics.
Yes, I think so.
Every time we've had him on camera.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I definitely agree with chat that keeping a bunch removal against a deck that has very few creatures is a bit questionable. But I guess it's quite good against his win conditions. Like, what else do you take out? Like, the Brubicate seem met, but then again, you can't counter them. But you can still mana leak paths, so not sure. I think a Brubicate is probably better to keep it. And if it brings, and you don't know that that Chris isn't bringing in like Pithy Needles and stuff for your Lilianas, so. It's a Snapcaster from Chris.
Seems like Chris is going to be keeping the 6.
Yeah, when we're aware.
Verdant Catacombs. No turn when
Chris
discard
leads
from
with
Osama.
Does that take
He's cracking, so he's going down to 19.
Yep.
I imagine it's just a shockland tapped, so
Yeah.
staying
Yeah,
at
definitely.
19. No instant speed discard because Magic isn't that cruel yet.
Decklist will be up tomorrow, guys.
And 3Player Politics.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yep, at 3Player Politics on Twitter. Should put them on Facebook.
Yeah, but I can't remember the link.
Alright, turn to Tomago coming down for Osama.
They'll be everywhere.
And Chris
That
is
spell
going to
snare.
slam the spell snare.
They'll be linked on the YouTube videos as well, so people will find
I imagine he'll be doing this after he cracked his footed strand.
Yes.
Going
We're going down to 18, and Chris goes down to 17.
Shock and a crack.
Shock and all.
That sounded like what we had after that round when someone turned us back to the camera.
That make me right impressed.
Chris and taps and draws a. What's that? Was that Gideon or a Restoration Angel? Definitely something white. Can't tell. Sama goes down to 16 now on Casa Liliana, which could be meant with mana leak here.
It looks like he definitely has a Gideon in his hand.
Yes, definitely.
And I think the Liliana just resolved.
Yeah, it has done. No mana leaks from Chris.
Yep.
No mana leaks. That's interesting.
And Chris discarding Snapcaster to the Liliana. Wasn't sure what Osama discarded.
Sama is a Corsair in his hand.
And
You
the
just, like-
Thoughtseize that he just drew. And
Do you just like pitch the Corsair to the Liliana here? You just
Thoughtseize resolves. Osama going down to 14.
wow. What's that other white card in Chris's hand?
I believe that's Resto Angel.
Is that Restoration Angel?
Stormbreath, Gideon, Resto, and Flooded Strand.
Wow, this is a spicy one.
It's a spicy mid.
It is a spicy bit part.
If there's a quiet moment, guys, if you just remind people of the main features of the sideboards, because we haven't been able to show them sort of threats and stuff that come in.
Yeah. This is an interesting choice. What do you take?
2 from this.
Knowing that he only has 4 lands, he just has 2 draw steps.
I think the Gideon's the best thing, the best card in his hand there.
With no path in Usama's hand, I imagine so.
It's definitely the best card in his hand, in Chris's hand. Is he just going to cast a Corso Crufix here? Yep, he has a Corso Crufix.
Is that the first time we've seen that played?
Yes.
So this is the standard PPTQ.
This is a Absent mid-range versus Jeskai Control.
Corso revealing Sea Trainer. No.
Attacks with Corso, plays a Windmit Rock.
I'm not sure what that
So
draw
there's
was.
Dismember in his hand. It's a Tech Edge, I think. Yeah, it's a Tech Edge. Chris going down to 15 there from the Corso. It'd be interesting to see what happens. If Usama draws anything else. Usama goes up to 15 there from the Corso trigger.
15.
Yes. So it is 15 apiece here.
It'd be interesting if Usama wants to hold on to this last card in his hand.
So does Chris just cast the Restoration Angel here?
Can't see the top of his logo.
No, does Chris...
Looks like it's going to be. Tracking 3 fetches.
So it's going down to 12 here.
I will get.
No, we know that Usama doesn't have Shadow of Doubt.
You never know, he could be sideboarding Ever Mind Sensor. That'd be a sweet tech here.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be such a blowout.
Chris going down to 12 from those 3 fetch lands.
9 damage.
I imagine he'll be fetching up basics.
How much? What? Is he getting basics?
Oh, wait. How does it happen?
At least 1 basic, otherwise we'll be taking 6 just from the lands coming into play. We'll be taking 9 total if he fetched up all shock lands.
Yeah, so he sacks 1 and resolves.
I don't know, having a good mana base is always nice, but still.
Sam,
Yeah.
would you be able to ask Osama to move his library so it's visible on camera, much closer to the Corso?
There's probably some discrepancy about which fetch land is fetching up which land.
Yes.
I imagine the Flood Strand will be getting displanes,
Yes.
but they're just talking about it since he cracked them all at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's just a shortcut it.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
I think here it's going to be obvious what he gets because Usama should be able to. I think it's just going to be obvious what he's getting. So I don't know what the discrepancies, what the whole discussion is about. I think it's just obvious.
As you consulting a judge.
Yeah.
I think shortcutting is allowed in this scenario.
Yeah, I agree that he should be considering what it could be. But I think he's going to be casting the Restoration Angel here. And I don't think Swan Song's good enough for fighting Chuck, because then you've got to use another card to get rid of it. So I don't think he's bothered about it. We've got an Inquisition on top of his library, which I don't think Chris is bothered about. It doesn't do anything. I thought we would have boarded a couple of those out.
There's not too much that it hits.
No, but it hits like Remand and stuff like that, which is really important, but...
Snapcaster maybe. As long as you can see the name and the mana
Oh,
cost.
he's casting a Restoration Angel here. I think Sam's in a very dangerous position here.
I like casting the Resto Angel.
Casting the Restoration Angel here is good. Because it makes Osama cast the Dismember in his hand. And then Chris is able to cast the Storm Breath as well. So...
I guess Osama could just let the Resto Angel resolve. Let Liliana go down to 1?
I don't think he does. Because I think he wants to see what Chris does in his turn. He wants to tech edge that, which is very important. Because he knows he has the Storm Breath in hand.
Yeah, this is definitely the right way to go about it.
Because now Osama dismembers the Restoration Angel, and Chris is stuck on 4 lands. It's depending on what he draws. Doesn't he have another land in hand? I thought Chris had another land in hand. Is that tech
So
edge?
did I. This time we're going up to 16.
Yeah. Is that Treetop Village on top of his deck?
Yes.
Ooh. It's going to be a clock and a half.
Liliana's going to tick up.
Chris goes down to 10.
How do you go to 13?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
This may look to be another
I
game.
gave me a life from there. You should be on 16, sorry.
I think this could be game here. What's
Looks
on
like
top of his library?
Looks like another land.
Is it another land? Is it a... Is it like a stomping ground or something? Or is it a...
Batter skull?
It's a barrow skull. Wow.
Wow.
I think this game's done. Oh. Oh wow.
Well then.
Miracle in that explosives to the win. Possibly for the win. Hopefully for the win. Not being biased here. But I think Chris is just dead to the Samba goes to 17 here. Ooh. I don't think that
2 cards.
extra grudge is just gonna do nothing here. What does it do then?
What does Chris have against the batter skull?
Oh,
So he's going to
Liliana
cut Chris
ultimates.
off at least one of his mana colours. And he's going to make him...
oh, that's. I think that's game over right there.
I think he chooses the white power just for swords.
And the fact that he can crack the
Yeah,
explosives next turn and partially stop his clock.
but that's just brutal.
That was mean. Wow. Chris goes down to 8 and he casts a battle skull.
Yeah, Chris is going to drop to 8. And Sam are going to go up to 17.
This game is swung around.
Take edge for Chris.
It's not good.
It's
guess
not
it
too
could-
great.
I guess if Usama attacks with activates the
Manland.
activates the manland,
3-3
Still-
trample.
he's still not dead.
5, 7.
Oh, that is game.
Wow.
Usama Sajjad wins 2-1.
The one of Corsair, so good.
Corsair winning the day.
Yeah, that was insanely good.
That was something.
Congratulations to Usama Sajjad. He is your victor.
One of Corsair. No, it's not good.
So
Junk
he
winning in every format.
So he wins £100 travel bursaries and £40 store credit, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
And Chris gets a booster box or £108 store credit.
Yep.
So he's not that bad off.
Yes. That was a very good game. That was very, very good. Good show of sportsmanship there from both players. Very, very good show of sportsmanship.
Let's go.
Shame about Chris mulliganing in 2 games.
Yeah, I think it's the mulligans that possibly lost in those games, but I think both players did very, very well there. Very, very well, and they played very well for the entire day. It's just unfortunate that it ended up
There's a reason I
coming
take
down
it off,
to
just leave it off. Keep putting it
drawing
on.
the wrong cards at the wrong time.
Or the right cards at the right time for us in this case.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a very good day.
Yeah, a long day.
Very
good
good day.
Yeah, as I told
Just
you
shows how
before,
good modern is.
when we need to just destroy them.
The junk money, the junk menace. Anyway,
Excellent. Could we bore you in the commentary room for a victory interview?
No, I'm going.
Yeah, it's
And congratulations, Chris.
No worries.
Very well played. Excellent game to watch, both of you.